Hey listeners, ready to dive into some really cool tech? Today, it's all about data AI.
Yeah, definitely a hot topic right now.
It is. So we're checking out this Inside AI news article, The Good, the Bad, and the Future of Data AI, to get the full picture.
Seems like they're covering all the bases.
They are. They talk about this tectonic transformation AI is bringing, which sounds kinda intense. What does that even mean practically?
Think of it like this. AI is revolutionizing everything. Healthcare, finance, even how we order food.
Yeah.
It's all changing, becoming smarter.
Okay, so how is it making things smarter? The article mentions a lot of good stuff about AI.
It's making us more productive, for one. Think about all the tedious stuff we do at work, data entry and such. AI can handle that, freeing us up for more creative, collaborative tasks.
So generative AI is like our new office assistant.
Basically. And remember that stat about 70% of security professionals saying generative AI is a big help for productivity and teamwork?
Yeah, it's in the article.
That's just one example. Happier employees, happier customers, everyone wins.
AI sounds like a magic solution then.
Well, not so fast. We got to remember, AI is a tool. Like any tool, it can be used in good ways and bad ways.
Right, like the saying, with great power.
Exactly. And that's where this idea of emergent capabilities comes in. We're constantly discovering new things AI can do, good and, unfortunately, bad.
How do we balance this potential with the risk of things going wrong?
That's the big question. The article talks about building ethical safeguards into the tech itself, making sure it's used responsibly.
Makes sense. So someone listening might be thinking, okay, AI is changing the world, but how does this affect me? What's one thing you'd want them to remember?
AI's impact goes way beyond Silicon Valley. It's going to touch every single part of our lives, from our jobs to how we see the world.
It's like this wave of change, even if we don't see it happening all the time.
Yeah, and one place it's really shaking things up is cybersecurity.
Right, that digital battlefield.
Yeah.
The article mentions new attack surfaces. Can you break that down for us?
So as AI evolves, so do the threats, right? Bad actors are always finding ways to exploit systems. AI just gives them more tools to do it.
A tech arms race.
Exactly. The article actually mentions a study. 75% of security pros are seeing more attacks now. And get this, 85% say it's directly tied to AI being used maliciously.
That's a bit alarming, honestly. It's easy to focus on the cool stuff and forget that some people want to use it for, well, bad things.
For sure. Strong security measures are essential. Think of it like you wouldn't leave your house unlocked, right?
So how do we even start to fight back against these AI-powered threats?
Well, the good news is that AI can be part of the solution too. It can actually help us detect and block attacks in ways we couldn't before.
So fighting fire with fire.
Kind of, but it's not just machines versus machines. Human expertise is still crucial. AI augments our capabilities, not replaces them entirely.
We still need that human touch to keep things in check.
Exactly, and that leads to another point the article brings up, deepfakes.
Yeah, those digital twins are getting scarily good. And the article says they could really damage our trust in information. How so?
Imagine you see a video of a politician saying something shocking. How do you know it's real? What if it's a deepfake designed to spread misinformation?
Or even just a video of, like, a friend saying something weird. You'd start to doubt everything.
Right. It creates this environment where it's so hard to tell what's true and what's not, and that's a huge problem.
It's like that saying about lies traveling fast, but with AI, it's like the lie is on a rocket ship now.
That's a great way to put it. And it highlights how important media literacy is in this age of AI. We need to be critical thinkers, question everything, be skeptical.
Don't believe everything you see on the internet, classic advice, but even more important now.
Absolutely. Now, shifting gears for a sec, the article also talks about the future of AI. Things are evolving quickly.
Yeah, that projection of a $407 billion market by 2027, that's mind-blowing.
Right. AI is not going anywhere, that's for sure. If anything, it's going to become more integral to our lives.
Okay, so we've talked about the good, the bad, the future. But one thing keeps coming up, data.
It's essential. Remember that quote, if your data is not ready for AI, then you're not ready for AI.
It's like baking a cake with the wrong ingredients.
Yeah.
You need good data for AI to work, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
High quality, organized data is key.
So it's not just about having a ton of data, but the right kind of data.
Exactly. It needs to be relevant, accurate, and structured in a way that AI can understand. And we need the right infrastructure to handle all of it.
Big data, big AI makes sense. So where does data governance come in? The article mentions it's super important for success in this AI era.
Data governance is all about establishing rules, guidelines for how we collect, store, use, and protect data. It's like the constitution for our data.
So we're making sure AI plays by the rules.
You got it. It's all about transparency, accountability, ethics, making sure AI is developed and used the right way.
Right. Makes sense. It's funny. Most people think of AI, they picture robots, self-driving cars, all that. But data, it's like the engine behind it all.
It's the fuel, absolutely. And speaking of big changes, the article talks about AI revolutionizing our approach to information technology. What do you make of that?
Honestly, not sure. Sounds like a pretty big statement.
Think about it. Right now, we search for information, right? Keywords, scrolling through pages, hoping for the best. But what if, instead of us searching for information, it found us?
No, that sounds like sci-fi.
Maybe not so far off. Imagine AI that anticipates your needs, a personalized newsfeed tailored just for you, or alerts about problems before you even know they exist. That's the future.
Wow, that would change everything. But wouldn't that mean AI would have a lot of control over what we see, what we know?
That's the thing, right? Finding that balance between convenience and control. If AI is shaping our information, we have to watch out for bias, make sure we're not stuck in an echo chamber.
Right. We don't want AI to become some kind of knowledge gatekeeper. Got to keep thinking for ourselves, seeking out different viewpoints.
Couldn't agree more. We can't just let algorithms do the thinking for us. Human judgment is still key, even in the age of AI.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up our deep dive into data AI, what's the one big takeaway you want listeners to remember?
AI is powerful, no doubt. It can change the world as we know it, but it's not a cure-all. We have to use it responsibly, ethically, and understand both what it can and cannot do.
Well said. Excitement and caution, all at the same time.
Exactly. And never stop asking questions. The more we know about AI, the better we can shape how it impacts our lives.
Love it. Informed curiosity, the best approach. Well, listeners, that's our deep dive into the world of data AI. We've covered a lot. The good, the bad, that constant presence of data. The future of AI isn't set in stone. It's what we choose to make it. So keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those questions coming. Until next time, happy diving.